Stand.
Coming up on this week's episode, things get very dark. A woman gets sucked under the train in San Francisco. We discuss the worst way to die. And what's that red stuff all over the floor of the subway? Stick around.
Transfer is available.
The next and last stop is...
You're tuning in to the SubwayCreatures. You're tuning in to the
Idiot!
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Oh, what a way to jump into an episode. We're sitting here, our mics are killed, so I'm trying to listen to what Kim has to say, and all of a sudden I hear her go, I saw you eat ass in here. What the hell is the context to that?
Harrington yelled at me for eating a piece of chocolate in the studio when I literally watched him stick a straw in someone's ass and drink ass water.
Oh!
It literally happened.
Oh my god.
Literally
Welcome to the
I'm just
show.
eating chocolate with caramel.
Welcome to the show.
What kind of fucking rules do we have here?
Wow. I'm your host, Rick McGuire, joined
Mm-hmm.
alongside Kim Congdon. We are a man down today.
Yeah.
Petey D is
He died.
MIA.
He died.
MIA today. However, we do have our producers joining in from the booth. We have Alex and Mike.
Fuck yeah, what's up, guys?
What's up, Alex
There we
Carlotta,
go.
Mike
I
Harrington?
love the.
Whoa!
I love the
Whoa,
all-camera
go
angle.
back.
I love
Whoa! What up, you guys? You're like podcasting with us.
I love
Tanner,
this.
get out.
it. I love this. We may never go back to the original. I like this.
Whoa, I love that.
Yeah, I do too. So we're gonna. I was going over the outline of this episode.
Yeah.
It is going to be a very morbid, very dark episode, and it just coincidentally worked out that way. And I know that you're going to love this. I already talked to Alex. I know that she's on board for this.
Oh yeah.
It's just going to get a little dark, but you know what? That's what it's all about.
You know what I was thinking about? My mom, she called me and she was like reading up about the subways in New York. She was like trying to warn me about all the stuff that I've like learned
You're the one who should
on the
be,
podcast.
catching her up to speed.
Yeah,
Because
And she was telling me, like, she was like telling me all this stuff, and I was like, oh, I've learned all of this on SubwayCreatures, and I was like, maybe the reason I did this podcast, this all happened, was because if I didn't, I wouldn't have known some of those things, and maybe I would have like fallen in, or like kept switching trains.
I you know what? I myself have learned a lot. Just from doing this, between the guests that we've had and the research we've been forced to do.
It makes me feel like more of a New Yorker
It does.
to know all this stuff.
It does. And I think, there's nothing but experience that really makes you a New Yorker.
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain amount of time that they say you have to live here to be official, which whatever. But, it definitely speeds the process along.
Yeah.
Knowing this type of shit. Kim, you just got back from a trip, didn't you?
I did.
I want to hear about it because this wasn't just a regular trip doing a couple clubs. This was a big one.
Yeah, it was really fun. I went and filmed. I went to San Antonio last Friday and filmed for HBO Latino, a 15-minute special.
HBO Latino.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big deal.
Claro que sí.
Yeah.
Yay.
Do you speak Spanish?
No, that was
You
about it.
don't even speak Spanish.
Yeah, there it is.
HBO Latino.
I speak like Spanglish.
Spanglish.
Yeah, like I can do
Okay.
both. But no, it wasn't even like that. That's what I kind of liked about this special is that they were they weren't like you have to do Latino comedy.
Right.
They were like just show that Latinos also do regular comedy.
Yeah, that's great.
And I was like, yeah, that's my style.
How did you just kill it?
It was great.
Yeah, I imagine.
I don't know
You
how
probably
much
can't. You
I don't know
probably
how
can't
much
get
I
into
can-
it too much.
Yeah, I don't know how much I can say about it. I know that I can say that I filmed it because we put out a flyer saying that I was filming it and that I thought it was a great time, and I'm very excited for it to come out.
When does it come out? Do you know yet?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Probably a few months. As soon as I find out, I'll let you guys know.
Well, you can
that.
imagine we'll be pushing that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. I'm really excited. And my web series Stone Science just came out.
I saw a trailer for that as well.
Yeah, dude. It's
Look at this. We're doing shameless plugging at the top. I like it.
I know. I kind of like plugging
You know
at the
what?
top.
If people are listening, at least.
Yeah, exactly. They don't turn it off. So stonescience.com or youtube.com/Stone Science, or you can find it on the Gas Digital Network. We just released an episode with Louis J. Gomez. It's super funny. Stone Science is a web series where me and Sarah Wineshake, we get comedians high and we make them do a science fair project.
I love that. And in the trailer, it looks like you guys got a lot of fun people this season. Is this the second season?
Second season, we got a lot of fun people. Louis J. Gomez, Steve and Azizi. I think we have Big J. Okerson on this one.
No, that was season 1.
That was season 1.
I think it's
Teddy
We have
Ray,
Justin Silver. We have
Justin
the
May
girls
Peluso,
of Guys We Fucked.
Guys Who Fucked Girls.
Dan Soder, I think I saw
Dan
on there.
Soder,
Yeah.
We have
Sherrod Small,
Yeah.
Ryan O'Neal.
Ryan O'Neal.
He's got a great lineup for that.
Yeah, it was
That's
really
awesome.
good. So
How do you have enough science to go around?
there's enough science in the world. Everything's science, baby.
I guess that's true.
So yeah, check that out, you guys, because I'm really excited about it.
Where was your HBO special? Where was that?
San Antonio.
San Antonio. How was that? Have you ever been before?
Oh my God, it's so funny. They put us up in a haunted hotel.
Wait, like joke haunted or like
No,
really
like,
haunted?
Like this
Like
is a,
like
this
ghost
is,
licking your nipple kind of stuff? Or?
yeah, ghost stuck in your nipple, like yeah, haunted. No, listen, it was like this is a true story. This actually happened to me. I flew in on a Wednesday night. I got to the hotel, and I stay at hotels pretty often because I travel for work a lot.
Yeah, and you have bed bugs.
Yeah. And I
right,
get
right,
bed bugs and
right.
shit. Yeah. I stay in hotels a lot, and I'm always fine. I'm never like scared in a hotel. I don't feel like scared. But this hotel, I slept with the lights on first night. Didn't even know it was haunted. Never heard anything. I slept with the lights on. The next morning, I met up with the other comics, and I was joking. I was like, "Oh, I was being such a baby last night. I slept with the lights on. I don't know why." And they're like, "Oh yeah, because of the ghost thing." And I was like, "What ghost thing?" Like it was one of those moments where I was like, "Why the fuck did I sleep with the lights on?"
So I was going to ask you why there was no reason.
I
It
was
was
just
totally
creeped
uncalled
out.
for.
Yep, just creeped out.
Have you slept in a hotel by yourself before?
Yeah, multiple times. All the
Okay,
time.
so
That's
this
what I'm
wasn't
saying,
any
like,
different other than the
no.
fact that you just felt like you needed to have the lights on.
Yes,
Okay.
like a baby.
And then they told you it's haunted.
I left the hallway and the bathroom light on because I like lit the rest of the room up, kind of.
Right. Okay.
And I didn't sleep for like 3 days.
I was going to say, I mean, after that, now
It
you
was
have a
hard to
reason to leave the lights on after they tell you this.
Yeah.
And you didn't sleep, it sounds like.
So I pushed through that special.
Wow. How many days did you have to go before?
Three nights.
Oh, boy. Now I definitely need to see this special. This should be really good.
I look like a zombie in it. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know.
man. Well, I'm serious. I look forward to that.
Thank
Even more so now, but I did even before the story.
Yeah.
So also it is it's official now. We can come out and tell everyone about
Rick's gay.
It's been coming. It's been coming for a while. I'm sure the fans knew it. But no, we have Blue Point Brewery is finally, I know we were talking about it. We couldn't talk about it because it wasn't official. Now it's official. We are running a contest with them. They just launched a new beer called What the L. And the contest just started today. Today being whatever the date is. I don't know. And it's Friday. What's the fucking date? You guys know the date?
Today's the 26th.
26th. There you go. So the contest started today.
I don't like the way she said that with the. She added too much in the end. Alex, did you hear
I'm
it?
so sorry. I didn't
Say it
hear
again.
Alex, apologize again.
The 26th. That's too
Say-
much. I
no,
heard it.
now you're thinking of it
I
too
tried
hard.
that time.
Alex, one more time.
The 26th.
There we go.
you go.
Don't piss me off again.
Okay. Blue Point Brewery running a contest from the 26th to May 17th. Anyone who submits videos using the hashtag BluePointWhatTheL are entered into the contest, and they can actually qualify. The winner, and this is the big part for New Yorkers, the big one is the winner will get a free year MetroCard.
Oh, shit.
And now on Sunday, the MetroCard price just went up again.
Wait, so what do they... Wait, how much?
You guys even know? I don't even know.
Let's find that out. Wait, what do the people have to do to win this MetroCard again?
Oh yeah, don't sneak in. Our AP Mike just showed up and he's trying to sneak in like he was here the whole time, and clearly you late just like you always are. All right, thanks for coming. Yeah. So yeah,
Rick, you made that really weird. I mean, literally, you couldn't see it on camera. You couldn't hear
no,
them
you
come
could. He
in.
walked right in front of that one.
I thought it was fine until you awkwardly yelled at him.
No, you have to call him out.
That's true. Yeah.
If it weren't him or someone else,
You
I would've
can't
done
just
the
not make fun of him. Look at him.
Yeah, I mean, if it was anyone else, I would have done the exact same thing.
He comes every week, and I make fun of him every week.
Why?
I mean,
Why would we make this week any different, Kim?
You're the man.
God. What were we talking about? Oh, Blue Point. So the MetroCard has gone up in price. Have we figured that out yet? Went up how much?
So,
Look at these two fighting over the mic like some
I know. I like this. This is great.
desperate. I'm just kidding.
Jesus. I dare you to spit on me, Kim.
I will.
So they've eliminated the purchase bonus when you have the base MetroCard. The monthly MetroCard went up $6. And
What?
Yeah, and the 3-day went up $1.
Oh boy.
$6? That's way too fucking high.
So now you
Hold on. Just now? Wait, did I just
Sunday.
pay more?
Sunday,
this Sunday?
It happened on Sunday. You
wait.
were away, right?
I just bought a weekly and I didn't notice.
Yeah, it was 32. Now it's 33.
That's why I'm
for the
bad with
weekly.
my money. Wait, it was 32. Now it's 33.
The weekly went up $1, but the
Oh.
monthly went up $6.
Oh, fuck it. If you can buy a monthly, bitch, you're Ariana Grande. Like, I'm not gonna tell you. Like, I'm not worried. If you can buy a monthly, I'm not really worried about your finances. Sorry.
Yeah, we definitely don't take the subway enough.
If you
to
buy a
warrant
monthly, take a trip, bitch. Like, how are you home for 30 days? Not like.
Well, the people who buy monthly probably aren't even using it that much. You know, they're not even using it to the full potential. Like they're not even making
How
their
much
money.
is it?
Do you have that up too?
I don't even know how much a monthly
I feel
is.
like I
I've
should
never
know
even
these things.
considered it. I was like,
127 for a month.
what?
127. There you go. So now you can understand the value of what this first place prize is. You're gonna get 12 months paid for your MetroCard for coming in first place, and all you have to do is submit whatever you come across in the subway. It doesn't even have to be on the L train.
What do you mean submit whatever you come across? Make that more clear for them.
So you take a video. You
A
post
video
it
of what?
of whatever it is you come across. If you see something worthy of being on SubwayCreatures,
Right.
you post it. You use the hashtag #BluePoint What the L.
Okay.
You submit it, and to our link in the bio for the main page, and you're automatically entered to win.
Wow.
And on May 17th, we'll go through. We'll pick a winner. We'll pick two runner-ups. The runner-ups are getting, second place is getting, I believe, at least one case of What the L beer. And third place, I think, is going to get some merch. So there's more than one chance to win. It's just that first place one's a big one.
Yeah, that first place one means everything.
Oh yeah, and by the way, it started this morning. We've already gotten some good stuff.
Really?
By no means is it over, and do we have a clear-cut winner?
Great.
But we're already getting some good
How
stuff.
fun.
So
I love that.
yeah, and we're the ones who get to judge it.
Oh, could you imagine losing that MetroCard?
That would suck because I don't think
I would have it if I won a yearly MetroCard. I would have it implanted into my arm like birth control.
We're gonna have to read the fine print, but I'm pretty sure they're not replacing this fucker if you lose it.
You'd see me scanning my fucking arm.
What movie is that where everything's like tattooed and you just keep scanning it? I don't know. I feel like it was like a Justin Timberlake movie or something.
Justin Timberlake movie. Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's what it was. Just in time. Yes.
Wow. You
Good
two
call.
or something
Good
else.
call.
Just in time. Who has seen that?
I did.
Have you seen it?
Trolls.
I saw it at the
Have
movies.
you seen Justin
You saw it. Alex saw it at the movies.
Ew,
Don't you know
Alex.
that
When I was a
shit?
kid, yeah.
What?
Yeah, you
I was
saw
like,
that,
I
right?
was like 12.
I saw a movie called Just in Time, but it was a Disney movie, and it was Frankie Muniz, and he was in a wheelchair, and he had to and he was like a soapbox racer, and like he made this like wheelchair one so he could also race.
Sounds sad.
So
Yeah, that sounds like it has a sad ending.
and that was I don't think it was called Just in Time. That was the name of his soapbox car.
No, which
'Cause
makes sense.
I remember
It's a good
being
name.
like, "That's
It's a good
so
name for a
fucking
soapbox.
clever."
Yeah, it is. It's a good name for a soapbox car.
Do you remember when Shia LaBeouf was retarded on Disney? He was a retarded twin, and it was called True Confessions. She was like a blogger.
Kim, the other one was called Miracle in Lane 2. I believe.
Can you bring up like the cover of it? And can you also bring up a clip of True Confessions? I need Shia LaBeouf being a little.
One thing at a time.
All right, bring them up both, like I said.
There we go. That does not ring a bell to me at all.
No?
No, I do not remember
You
that at
guys,
all.
come on.
I think I was.
Miracle in Lane 2,
little
anyone?
too old
Are you
for this.
kidding me? No one has seen this? Oh, she does. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was in a wheelchair.
Oh,
Can
that
we
was
also-
in the year 2000 that movie came out?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And then the Shia LaBeouf being a twin?
No, I don't. Maybe
Anyone?
I remember that if you pull
Oh
it
my
up. but I
God.
don't know. You were
True
a big,
Confessions, TRU.
You were a big Disney kid, weren't you?
Look. This is it.
Looking good, Edward.
Shia LaBeouf plays a really good retarded kid. I know I should stop saying that, but I can't. Seems like he's mocking.
We've got snorting in the background. That's amazing. Shia LaBeouf is playing himself in this movie.
And it's fucked up because he plays a twin and the other twin's fine, and she took all his oxygen.
Oh my God, this reminds me of the movie The Other Sister with Giovanni.
Oh, that's such a good movie.
Daniel,
That
why
is-
don't you love me, Daniel?
This is really, we're gonna get in trouble for this, but yeah.
No, that's all I'm doing is reciting a line from the movie.
I love quality and last Thanksgiving we did it.
Oh, how did he not win an Oscar for that? Oh, here we go.
What's her name? Diane Keaton?
Yeah.
No, Carla, wait! Get away from the water!
Hello, Ducky. Come here, Ducky. Carla.
Hello, Duck. I want to live life animal, careless and free. Yeah, that's my
man.
shit. Yeah, when they had sex, I was like, whoa, this is a lot.
Yeah.
Bobby Lee, the comedian Bobby Lee, has a really funny joke about this documentary he watched about 2 Down syndrome kids that fell in love. And they have this whole documentary about like them dating, going out, getting closer. And then suddenly it was like them about to have sex. And they like went in the door and they went in the room and they just closed the door and the documentary like stopped at that part. And Bobby Lee's like, that's the part you want to see. He was like, what are they doing? And they're just touching butts. It was a really funny joke. I mean, I'm sure it was said much funnier, but you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I definitely don't want to see that part. That's the part that I was cringing as you were saying that because I could picture that movie ending that way, and I'm just glad I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Wow. We really
we went so far off the tracks, but that was good.
There
I like
we go.
it.
Okay,
I like it.
the good segue.
I like it. I like it.
Speaking of tracks.
Oh my God! All right, Blue Point Brewery, just enter the damn competition, win the damn MetroCard. We'll remind
Holy
you
shit.
over the course of the contest. But a great prize, and thank you, Blue Point Brewery, for sponsoring the whole thing. Let's get into a little bit of Subway stuff. This first one, Kim, it finally happened. You know, we've been talking about this. If the doors close, will the train leave or not? And
Wait, if the doors
close on you, like
yeah,
try to
yeah.
stop the doors,
Yeah.
it finally happened to someone.
it left with them stuck in it.
And there's video of it. It is.
No.
It's really bad.
Do they die?
She lives. All she does is have a cut on her head. But wait till you see what happens. Somehow,
I'm dizzy already.
she gets sucked.
I'm dizzy.
She gets sucked off the platform, in between the platform and the train, under the train. And she doesn't die. She doesn't even get like hurt other than a gash on her head. Guys, can we play the video?
Okay, hold
Watch
on.
this shit.
All right.
Watch this fucking video. This is in San Francisco, by the way. So she's in the back. The door has closed on her hand, and she can't get her
I
hand
don't
out.
see it yet. Did it happen yet?
No, trust me, you're gonna see it.
You were narrating it like that was the moment.
No.
Whoa. Okay,
And she's
rewind
gone.
that.
And she's gone.
Whoa. Okay, I was looking at the wrong person.
Yep. Top left of your screen and gone.
Whoa.
How? There are so many things I need to know. A, how did the doors close?
How
and
did she fit in the crack?
That's what I don't get. How the hell does she fit down there?
Well, sometimes they're very wide.
Well, you know what I was thinking? Well, it doesn't look that wide in the video.
No,
But here's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe she was close to, you know, where the cars end and another one begins?
Yeah.
How there's a little bit of room.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where she was, and she was able to like fall.
How did she survive?
How did
that?
she survive? She only got a gash. So she tried to hold.
If this was the olden days, we would burn her on a cross. We'd be like, bitch, you're
She was dead
fucking-
either way. Exactly.
You're a
she was
witch.
screwed either
Yeah,
way.
you need to go.
I know.
Wow.
So only, and you know, the next thing that's coming is a huge lawsuit because
Oh, yeah.
the doors are not supposed to be able to close in your hand. But you remember, we've talked about that in the past. How
Because
we
my
always
boyfriend
wondered.
purposely runs and sticks his finger out. So he's like, and like makes it a thing. So they have to open the door again.
Who is this, Lewis?
Lewis. I remember literally when we first started dating, it was winter. and like the subway was like kind of icy, and we were running down because he heard the train coming, and he like ran down the stairs and he fell so fucking hard at the bottom of the stairs that he like slid towards the train and just put his finger out as it closed, and it closed on his finger, and he's like, my finger. He's like covered in water, and I was like, yeah, I just moved here for this guy.
That's the man I'm gonna marry.
Yep, there he is, love of my life.
Actually, that is pretty funny because I can picture him doing that, and just the dramatics and the overreaction
he's dramatic.
is amazing there. But luckily, it was not in San Francisco that happened, because apparently these trains can close in your hand and drag your ass down the platform.
Who knew?
I can't believe this woman. This woman needs to go play the lottery right after this.
Yeah.
And she basically just did because she's going to get a pretty nice payout.
Nice.
from the
Almost
city.
worth it.
I mean,
You think it's worth the trauma she went through?
that woman is never
payout?
taking the train again. Actually, it's a good
true.
question.
She's gonna Uber XL from now on.
Oh, yeah. Well, with all that money, she
my
won't need to worry
God.
about transportation.
I wouldn't settle for less than 10 million.
Alex, what would you say? Is it worth going through that for the money she's gonna get?
Do I know for sure that I have the same outcome as her, or might I die? Like,
Same outcome. Just
Yeah, but
also
do you, because
the
she didn't
same
know that she was getting that outcome.
Yeah, but you don't know that you're not gonna die. Like
Right.
she has to go. You have to go through the trauma of thinking you're gonna die in the
Yes.
moment.
yeah, I can't take that chance for money. Like, no, that's fuck.
No, you're not gonna die, you dumb bitch.
But I don't know that I'm not gonna die.
Yeah.
You just told me I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
but
know
she's
that.
not gonna know. She's not gonna know that she's not gonna die. She has to go through the trauma
So,
that woman went through.
Believing
No.
that I
You
might.
know that at the end you'll survive, but mentally you'll go through the same trauma as thinking you're gonna die.
How much money do you think she got?
Oh, I don't know, man.
I mean, that matters.
we could speculate.
could be anything.
It does, but let's just say she's gonna be.
Depends on how Jewish her lawyer is.
And it's San Francisco, so I don't know that that's gonna work out too well for her. Although I don't know. I think
It might be worth it. Yeah.
I think it might be. Although that is really, like, that's got to be one of the scariest things ever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, talk about segues. That's a great segue into the next thing that we have.
It's a segue.
It's ironically, the guy who invented segways died on a Segway.
Good.
Is that true? You guys see that? He drove his Segway off a cliff.
That's on purpose?
Can we confirm
Was that his suicide?
Can we confirm? I heard
If he
that.
drove
I
a
didn't know if it was
Segway
one of
off a
those
cliff.
urban
Harrington
myths.
just said yes under his breath 5 times, so I believe it's true.
What is the actual story? The guy who created Segways actually drove his Segway off a cliff? Because I heard
Yes.
that. That is factual.
Yes, British businessman who bought the Segway company less than a year ago died after riding one of the scooters off a cliff into a river near his Yorkshire estate.
On
so
purpose?
It's not the inventor, but the owner of the company.
Oh, okay. Well, close enough. But I guess we're talking about Segways. We're talking about Segways. We're getting so fucking off topic today. That's fine.
All right.
We got tons of space to fill today.
All right, where are we going?
So we were talking about some of the worst ways to die.
Yeah.
There was a woman in Pennsylvania
Great.
who was at work, and she fell into the meat grinder at work, and I mean, needless to say, is no longer with us. But that is absolutely fucking
Everyone's spaghetti.
Well, that's
They have recalled ground beef.
they did just
If
recall
you've eaten a
ground beef
burger
because of E. coli.
in the
but-
last week and it's tasted like a redhead. Oh no, that's her. That's actually.
Why
it's
would you
sad
pull
when
her
they put a
picture up?
fa-
I don't want to put a
It's
face
sad
with
when
this story.
It's sad when they put a face to the meat.
I don't want to put a face with this story. God damn it. Oh, God damn it.
All right.
Since losing it. Got a laugh track in the background. The point was not. I just wanted to say this was.
Meat Grinder was the original name for the app. Okay.
Oh,
sorry.
man.
All right.
So
sorry.
this is obviously one of this and the woman going under the train, even though she lived, in my opinion, are two really fucking bad ways to die.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, and I'll tell you after I want to get a couple answers in the studio first. I did poll our followers, and we got some interesting answers, as always, which is why I love doing it, because you know you're going to get some gold in there. However, I want to know, in your opinion, what the worst way of going out is.
Well, this is weird because I had like a regular answer, like a fire or drowning, but then you brought up meat grinder, which is really weird. Honestly, I think the worst way to die is to be like kidnapped and tortured for months before.
Okay.
Like, you know, there's people that are just like tied up in a basement and someone, like a real like Bolton Ramsey death.
Ugh.
Someone just comes, takes a fingernail every day and then leaves.
Oh, that dude
like some
is
shit
the
like that. And
worst.
people really go through that. Like, that's a real thing. Someone's in a basement right now.
Chopping people's dicks off.
With 8 out of 10 fingernails
Yeah.
gone.
Wow. God damn. That's a valid answer. I want to ask you guys in the back. You had a minute to think about it. What is the worst way to go out?
I think it would be something where I like fell off a horse and was paralyzed and then had to live out the rest of my days like on a feeding tube.
Sounds
you know,
like
but like still conscious.
Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, but like he still can wheel around and like talk through the robots. So like,
Well, he's gone.
he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
All right. Well, R.I.P. to the legend.
Well, that was sad.
Yeah. Well, like I said, this is going to be a morbid episode. It's going to be a very dark episode. We're not even done yet. You guys,
Lee?
any thoughts for the live audience in the studio? Any thoughts? You can just shout it out. Anything?
They look like they're picking like prices at like the Price is Right. They're like looking at each other like fire. Yeah, we want it, fire for $1.
All right.
Like,
Suffocation's gotta be like the
Suffocation?
I feel like that's easy.
Imagine being on fire though, and you're burning alive, and you're suffocating at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well-
I guess so. Technically, fire because of the way it suffocates you, but like under a pillow doesn't seem too bad,
I mean,
right? Like in a bed under a pillow, that's where I want to be most of the time, anyways.
well, yeah, if you don't say your safe word.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a very specific one because obviously I had time to think about this because I posed the fucking question. All right, so listen to this scenario because this actually somehow entails a bunch of my fears all into one and then eventually dying anyway. So you're flying in a plane over the ocean at night and the engines fail. You were sleeping, you wake up because now all shit's fucking going nuts in the plane.
Okay, this is gross already.
And you are now free falling to your death at night over the ocean. And you crash, obviously, but you don't die. You're just really fucking fucked up, mangled, and you're just floating on debris. But you were like one of the only survivors in this crash.
Oh, you're
Now,
alone in the ocean.
You start fucking feeling shit brushing up against your legs as you're floating in the ocean.
That's
And
awful.
a couple sharks end up pulling you under and just eating you in the middle of the night, in the middle of the ocean. Oh, God damn it.
And that's also a real thing that's happened to someone.
It had to.
Have you seen there's a video of a man that a plane crashed and he lived in a pocket of air in the plane underwater and he was like surrounded by the dead bodies.
Wait,
and
I
they
feel
have
like I heard that.
they have like the video footage of like the rescue divers that were going for the bodies. Like they come up and they just find this
Oh
guy
my God,
alive.
I did hear about this.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a wild
This actually wasn't
video.
too long ago. No, it
couple
wasn't.
years.
I don't think it was a plane. It was a boat or a submarine or something, wasn't it? It was like a flipped over capsized boat.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was a shipwreck. I
Yeah.
have the video.
Oh, can we see it?
Oh my God, this is so
Put up-
fucking
put up the
freaky.
audio.
Holy shit. Can you imagine? You're there to recover bodies.
Can you start it from the beginning?
What's that? Okay.
Look at the hand.
All right, you found one, yeah? He's alive. He's alive. Okay, keep him there. Keep him there. All right. Just. All right. All right. Hold him there, okay? Just keep him there.
Oh my
All right.
God.
Just keep him there and keep him calm, okay? All right. Just.
Can you imagine?
Pat him on the shoulder.
Look at this dude's face, how scared he is.
Okay.
He's just sitting in an air
Oh
pocket.
my God.
Dead bodies all around him. He was the cook.
Right. Let's get that hat on his head so we can reduce the CO2, please.
And it's fucked up because like these kind of rescues are super hard because like there's so much air pressure on their lungs. They have to like train. They can't bring them up right away. It's like a whole fucking thing.
They have to decompress, right?
Yeah.
Harrington, can you give us some context to this? What was the scenario there? Because I remember this happening, but I just don't remember specifics.
Well, it was a sunken ship off the Nigerian coast, and yeah, exactly that. They were just looking for, the wreckage, looking for dead bodies, pulling them out back to shore, and they found just this one guy there, and it was like a miracle rescue.
Oh my God! Did they say how far down the ship was underwater?
I'm sure I can find it.
And how many days he was under there?
Yeah, I'm just curious because this guy, that is unfucking believable. That he had to go through that and he actually lived.
It was almost 100 feet underwater, and he was there for 60 hours.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine like after the second day and the second night, you're under the water, so you hear things swimming around you, I'm sure. You are probably getting
just all that creaking,
the creaking of the boat, not knowing if that air pocket's going to give at any moment. Also,
I mean, the air's going to run out eventually.
Yeah, and then just bodies banging around because there's like a whole crew of people
you can't
stuck in
see
the boat. You can't see anything, so every time something touches you, you don't know if it's like one of your friends. It's fucked up.
Oh
Also,
that's pretty bad.
Also, not knowing like how you're gonna die. Like you're just in there and you're like, I'm gonna starve to death. Is something gonna eat me? Am I gonna drown? It could be anything at any moment.
Yeah, your mind starts.
Oh, that dude
running
must be
wild.
fucked in the head now. Imagine what's wrong with. Imagine. Like, how do you even come after that? What gets you off after something like that?
We should get him on the show.
Yeah, I'm sure he's into podcasting.
Mike, can you track? Mike, can you track this guy down? Yeah, just the Nigerian guy. We just want to talk to him. We have a couple of questions. We'll just do like a quick half-hour interview, and we'll have him on his way.
Yeah.
He can see New York and everything.
Really bad death.
Yeah, you have 2 bad deaths, Dad?
Yeah.
All right, why don't you use the mic right there?
Okay. So I've got 2 really bad deaths. The first one is to be in an electric chair and have the electric chair not kill you the first time.
What movie was that? The Green Mile?
This happens to people though.
Well, that's why they kind of did away with it in a lot of places, right? Because it was faulty.
And if you survive it like 3 times, they'll just like let you go.
Oh, really?
Like, you're free to go.
Fact?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sometimes
man.
They're like, well, you've learned your lesson now.
Well, yeah. What kind of person do you think you are leaving that jail after 3 electric chairs that failed? You're probably a vegetable at that point.
Probably
anyway.
angry, honestly. You're probably
going to commit more murders than you did before you went in.
Yeah.
So what's your second one?
The second one, I don't know if this is legit, but like I've heard this in like sea stories before, like all those like Moby Dick type books.
So this is definitely true then.
Yeah, if people were like on a ship and they were stranded at sea, they'd like draw straws to see who they'd have to eat. Kill to eat.
To draw the small straw.
Yeah, and if you were the young, like in one of the instances, it was like a 17-year-old when everybody on the ship was like old as fuck. So like knowing you die, like knowing in those last moments that you had to die because you were unlucky to feed everybody else that's fucking older than you, that would be brutal.
I don't know if I could eat a person. I just don't think I could do it.
Make me hungry enough. I could.
Kim could eat a person
now.
Yeah.
Today. And I already had dinner.
So let's get to a couple of these followers who sent in a couple of ideas. So obviously right off the bat, there was hundreds of responses when I asked this question. And I just want to thank the one girl who actually wrote as her response, "Are you okay?"
Okay.
I asked the question, what is the worst way to die? Worst way possible to die. And she wrote, "Are you okay?" So I appreciate the fact that someone out there is looking out. The 2 most popular answers were drowning and dying alone. There's just a lot of people.
That's a really sad answer.
Yeah, it really is.
That's how most people died, FYI.
It really
not with anyone else. Yeah. It's not the fucking Notebook.
I was looking for some creative answers, and people were just, drowning. Drowning fire was a close runner-up. So here's what we got.
Hacky.
All right. So these are some ways of going out that I thought were pretty bad. Getting sucked into an airplane engine. That sounds pretty bad.
You know what's fucked up? I'm sorry to interrupt.
No. This is good. I want the side conversations to go.
It's there. I read the story of this flight attendant. There was I think it was like a bomb on a plane, a shoe bomb, and the plane blew up in the air, and there was she was the only one to survive, but she fell. Like when you fall and you're up that high, she fell for 3 minutes before she landed. So she was in the air, and knowing that she fell out of a plane,
just free falling.
And she survived. And
she survived. How did she survive?
She had a few broken ribs, she broke her arms, her legs, her ribs. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Can you open up the Wikipedia article?
Vesna Volovic.
She holds a Guinness World Record for surviving the highest fall without a parachute. 33,000 feet. Literally the highest you are in a plane.
Yeah. Wow. And she fell out of the plane on accident.
She fell out of the plane.
What? Why was a door open?
No, the plane. There was a bomb in it.
Oh, okay.
So the plane blew up. Everyone fell out. I believe that's what it was.
So
right?
she was just the one person who survived.
Yeah, I think it's funny, the thought of her having an ex-boyfriend who's scared of her already, and then he hears that her plane crashed, and then she was the only survivor. She came out in smoke. She's I'm fine.
Oh man, this was one that I felt probably could have happened in New York City to any of us. Walking out of your building and having someone commit suicide and fall on you.
Oh, that's fucked up.
That's a shitty one. That's a real shitty one.
I think about that whenever I don't really walk next to the buildings when I walk.
That just happened. Not a person, but part of the side of the building fell off and hit a construction worker a couple weeks ago in the head, killed him.
He died.
He died. And it's just it was a 7-story building, and a piece of huge concrete just falling off the side of a building and hitting him right in the head. You don't stand a chance.
Yeah, so I during the summers, a lot of people die from the ACs falling out of the windows.
Yes,
those are really heavy too.
That should happen way more often than it does. If you ever see people putting those things into windows, there's nothing. It's just
I moved to New York by myself, and I was like,
the only
after I put mine up, I shrugged my shoulders and walked away.
The only thing holding those things in the window are people closing the window on the air conditioner.
I know.
Are you fucking serious? That's the only thing holding that in.
Heavy.
And they are so heavy. How does that not happen?
It should be
that should
mandatory
happen
that people inspect the house
Yes.
to make sure that they're put in the right way in New York. It should be a thing.
I agree. That should happen way more often than
Every
it does.
summer, there should be someone that knocks on your door and is like, we have to check your AC real quick. It's going to take 10 seconds.
Absolutely. And then you actually look in most cases, the windows that those ACs are pointed out of, it's just pedestrians walking right below it. You wonder how that doesn't happen.
I like the windows with the cages to hold them in.
Right. Those are usually around the ground floor just because people can't break in. But at the same time, there should be some kind of thing that has to be that accompanies the AC with going in the window.
In the old days, they had those cage things like that, but for babies. So you can let your baby look outside over, it could crawl out and just look at the city. Isn't that crazy? They have pictures of it. That's these windows.
That just sums up, how crazy the old days were.
Yeah.
People just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Here's another one. I feel like this probably could happen. I don't have a specific example, but it sounds like something that could happen. Getting your intestines sucked out of your ass by the pump at the public pool. That's just so specific that I feel like it probably happened at some point.
Getting your intestines
getting your intestines
sucked out of your ass
by the pump at the public pool.
That does sound unpleasant.
It sounds very painful.
Happened before.
You just get pink socked by your public pool.
Were actually disemboweled this year. Wow.
Oh, so this has happened? 5 children this happened to.
Disemboweled by the pool?
Oh my God.
Fuck, so this does happen. Jesus, like I told you, man, this is going to be a dark episode.
It looks like kids are actually more susceptible to it than adults are,
Yeah,
too.
of course, because adults aren't really sticking their wieners in the hole of the pool. That's crazy.
That's really bad.
Oh my God.
Here's one. Here's an interesting one. Someone sent in. Engulfed in an ethanol fire, burning alive, but you're not able to see the flames.
Oh, that's
ethanol. I don't know what
I'm
ethanol fire means.
Ethanol fire is clear.
That's just like
Which sucks because you're
It's like a
burning
gas
alive and
fire.
you don't know why.
yeah, yeah. I guess that would really.
I
suck.
feel like if I felt like I was burning alive, I would just assume there was a fire and I was like dying and I couldn't see it.
An ethanol fire. That is. Oh, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is an ethanol fire. Oh
Oh
yeah.
my God! Look at that
them.
dude. All right, so these
Can't
guys are
see it.
on fire and they can't see it. This is
Whoa.
wild. What this is like? It looks
Wow.
like maybe this is like NASCAR or something. I don't
There's
know.
like random people on fire, but they look like normal. It's crazy. No, they don't know who to put out, which is the crazy part.
They're
just dousing everyone.
They're just hosing everyone down because no one knows who's on fire.
It's Formula One, which
Formula
is
One.
European, and they go a lot faster than NASCAR, so they have to use way higher test gasoline, which
Oh my
makes
God.
the highly combustible ethanol fire.
That's crazy.
That is insane. That is so fucking crazy that that's the thing. I never knew this. This is insane. Watching these people run around looking. They look like Ricky Bobby when he's tripping out in Talladega Nights, and they're clearly on fire because they're burning. But no one knows that they're burning because there's no flames. This is fucking mind blowing.
That's really wild.
God damn it. That is very scary. That is very scary.
Oh my
All right.
God.
So that one's very valid as well. This last one, I had to look up because I did not know what the fuck it was. And I promise this is the last one. It's called scaphism. You guys know what scaphism is?
Nope.
All right. So this is also known as the boats. It's an ancient Persian method of execution. It entails trapping victims between two boats, feeding and covering them with milk and honey, and allowing them to fester and be devoured by vermin. I had to look this up. I had no idea what this was. Someone
Who the
wrote this.
fuck
Someone wrote
submitted this?
Staffism, and I had to look it up. I go,
Who knew what that was?
that's what I mean. That's what makes me nervous, that people know what this is. But ultimately, to me, what it sounds like, I don't know where the two boats come into play, but just covering someone in milk and honey and letting rats just eat the shit out of them is what it sounds like to me, which is also pretty fucking bad. It sounds like, what was that, The Bone Collector? I think there was a movie where they do that.
You know which one I hated was in Game of Thrones where they put was it Game of Thrones where they put the rats in the bucket and lit the other end on fire? Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
It was
No,
Fast
also
and the
Game of
Furious?
Thrones. They did that in Game of Thrones.
It sounds like something from Game of Thrones.
But like what they would do is like they would put rats in a bucket and light one end of the bucket on fire and then press the other bucket against your stomach so the rats
they
would
not-
eat through
that
your
also
stomach.
sounds like something from like Saw.
Yeah, they would eat through your stomach to escape from the fire.
Oh my God, that is so fucking bad too. These are all so fucking bad.
I can't believe people have not lived through it, but like I can't believe people have experienced some of these. Well,
That's
all of
what I
these.
mean. These are all very valid.
I
And
can't
like,
believe a human has felt what it feels like to have rats eat through their stomach and watched it happen. And like you can feel every little rat.
Well, that's the really fucked up part about boats is that you don't actually die from them eating you. You die from having rats like dig holes in you and then shit in the holes. And you die of septic shock.
Oh my God.
Sounds so painful.
Okay. This is
I'm dizzy.
this is
This is what it feels like when I watch like all the seasons of Grey's Anatomy and then I just felt like I had brain cancer. I was like, I definitely have it. I know. I've been seeing things. Now I'm like, no, I need to stop. I fell asleep to Grey's Anatomy every night for like months. So in like my head, it was just like cancer and sickness and death.
Did you go through one of those situations where when it was over, you were like in a depression? You were actually like sad that it was
I just
over?
felt sickly.
Oh, you
And
just
I was
felt
like, I don't
like
wanna
everything
feel
was
sick.
wrong with you.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even feel sick.
Yeah. What's the there's a term for people who think they're sick when they're not?
Hypochondriac.
Hypochondriac. Thank you very much.
Probably
Hypochondriac.
that.
Yeah. I'm sure that you're not the only one. It's got to be very easy for people to fall into that trap.
Hell yeah.
We do have one more of the kind
Let's
of
see it.
gory topic. All right. So this was in the BART in Oakland. Now
Okay.
the BART is the Bay Area Rapid Transit. It's their version of a subway system out there. The train pulls into the station. The doors open. People go to get on, and this is what they see. So obviously, for those of you listening, the doors are open to the train, and there is what appears to be a massive amount of red all over the ground, all over the
blood,
floor of the
right?
train. So Someone took a picture, sent it in, and it wound
it's
up
red wine.
It wound up going onto Reddit. And now, if you know the audience on Reddit, these people, everyone's an investigator.
Oh yeah, they
These
all
are the
have different
people-
jobs.
these-
This guy's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I actually
yeah.
study blood.
There's a fucking Dexter in there,
Yeah.
like doing blood samples
Like,
and shit.
Happy Cake Day. This is my job.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
In
all
the
right.
background, there's a bulletin board with string going from
yeah.
point A to point B, and they're really getting to the bottom of this shit. So that's fucking Reddit. So Reddit was convinced that this was wine. I'm not too sure. Is there any way to zoom? I know you tried. Is there any way to
you
zoom in
zoom
on
in?
it? Because there's the clump right in the corner over there. I don't think this is blood. I also don't think it's wine. Some woman said, and I don't know if you.
That looks like blood to me.
I mean, it does look like blood.
It really looks like blood. It looks like blood that's like drying and
Because
clumping
it's like,
up.
yeah,
What
it's
do they call
like
it,
thick
coagulating?
blood.
Yeah. So, what is boba? Does anyone know what boba is?
Yeah, but it's
What
not
the
that
fuck
much.
is boba?
And it doesn't.
Because
That's
someone said it's boba,
But that's
and they
not
sounded
the way
very
boba would
confident about
spill. That looks like someone was bleeding.
it. What is boba though? I need to know.
Isn't boba like a tea or something?
It's like beets.
It's some Asian shit. It's not that.
Oh, beets. Okay.
It's not that.
It's not boba.
No.
Okay. So let's cross
No,
boba off.
that's blood.
I mean,
That's blood.
it is blood. You're going with blood.
Yes, that's
Okay.
blood.
Because there was no body. There was no reported people missing. There was nothing like that. Because that's enough. If that is blood, that's enough that person is absolutely dead.
No, it's not enough that they're dead.
Oh, what are you talking
You're
about? That's
so dramatic.
I am one of these Reddit people right now. That is way too much blood. That
That's
person
not
is
enough that
dead.
they're dead.
I'm
No,
on
no, no.
Kim's side. You could lose a liter of blood, like giving blood, right? And I feel like if you took, like, it's a pint. Okay, if
A liter's a lot.
If you
A
took
liter's a lot
pint-
of blood.
If you took a pint of blood
How much
and
blood do you think
spilled
that
it
is?
all over, like, you could probably make it look like that. No,
That's about that I would believe that
That is a lot of
that
fucking
quarter
blood. If we're
right
saying
there
that's
is a
blood.
quarter of a pint glass, and the rest of it is a rest of a
Is the
pint.
rest of
drizzled.
the pint,
Yes,
yeah.
I agree with that.
The other thing that I want to know is why everyone was so confident that was wine. That would probably be the last thing that I would think looking at that.
Whose
wine
wine
does
looks
not
like that?
clump like that. That is not wine.
Yeah, the clumpiness is weird, but it also might be that the Subway was dirty.
I
or
mean,
there's something.
that could be
What
a
if that,
factor as well.
what if that was crumbled chips on the ground and then you spilled wine? It would look like that.
Yeah, or if there were brain, and that's blood from the brain.
Or if you had a heavy period.
Oh, well, I think you'd definitely be dead then.
Rick, you sent this over and it just said Bart blood, and I looked at this for about 5 minutes trying to make out Bart Simpson's head in the blood.
I guess, yeah, if you don't know the BART system over in Oakland, that would definitely make sense to you to look for Bart Simpson's head somewhere in there.
Wow.
But yeah, I had to bring it up because there was apparently a big debate on Reddit, and I needed to get everyone's opinion on that. Hey, live audience, what's your take? Is it blood? Is it wine? Is it beets? What is it?
I think it could definitely be wine because I had this exact thing happen to me walking.
You think it's wine? Okay.
Okay. I had this happen. I came home.
Do you want to talk right into this
Yeah,
real
I
quick?
do.
Because I want to hear this.
Okay, so I'm an actor, so work in a restaurant, work really late. So I come home really late into my building. It's like 1 a.m. I'm walking in, and all I see is that color dripping down the stairs. It's puddled. It's kind of curdled a little like that, and I'm like, "Who is dead?"
Okay.
So I walk up the
Fair
stairs,
enough.
and I see it. And the thing is, it was only a bottle of wine, but it drizzled 3 floors down.
Yeah.
So that definitely could be a bottle's worth of wine because it did that, and it
That
looked
looks
like
like a
blood
nice
from far away, and
Merlot.
the way it, yeah, and then it just like went bad. See, see the chunks. That could be some cork. That could be some glass.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what it was. I
would think that the chunks were glass.
The chunks would have to be glass if it was wine, right?
Yeah.
Because there has to be the bottle somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's
All right. See, this is why we bring this up, because I want to hear everyone's take. That was very valid, and especially having some experience with spilt wine, it sounds like that's valid all of a sudden. However, I'm sticking with that's blood. After talking about it, I think that's blood.
Well,
But
whatever
we'll leave it open.
Someone had a crazy night.
Either way, yeah. We'll leave it open though. All right. I've been looking forward to this because this time I actually don't know. Usually I have a heads up before we get to what pissed off who. Kim.
Yeah.
What do you have for us this week?
Okay, well, it's not really usually when I do what pissed off who, I talk about what everyone else is pissed off about. But this time I'm going to talk about what I'm pissed about. And superhero movies, they fucking stink. I don't know what to tell you. They're so bad. They are so bad. If you were excited to see the Avengers, you're a fucking nerd. Like, you're
This is
such
just
a
Kim
loser.
hot takes at this point.
Dude, it's crazy. Do you know how fun acid is? Acid can make anything fun. I could watch a baby born, stillborn, and acid would make it like a field trip. I watched the Avengers last night on acid and I fell asleep. How do you fall asleep on acid? That's how bad it was. And every time I woke up, it was the same fucking scene. It would be some superhero crying about a chick and then fighting the next scene. Every scene was the same. I'm telling you. I'm not lying about this.
Did you see this in the city?
There kept being like clink, 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 clink. And then he'd be like, I really miss her, man. And then like clink, clink. And then it was like and then...
Wait, did you see this in the city?
Yeah, we went to the 12:45 and didn't get out till 4 a.m.
Oh, because this is a long movie, isn't it?
Oh my God.
Isn't it over 3 hours?
Yeah, they really need to cut the fat. They could have done it all in 10 minutes. They could have done a YouTube web series, a fucking Vine. They could have done it as a Vine.
So this is an ultimate fail on Avengers part for your take.
God, I'm done. The only
So you're on no
superhero
sleep right
movies
now.
that have ever been good, Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire and Into the Spider-Verse. Those are the only two good superhero movies ever created. Ever in life.
And have you
That's
seen
it.
all the others?
Yeah.
You've seen every other... So
Yeah, I've sort of.
You didn't like Deadpool?
Deadpool was okay, but it's like...
It's one of the better ones, at least. And
Yeah.
I'm with you. I canceled on going to that movie trip.
Deadpool was like the Kevin Hart of superhero movies. It's
Yeah.
like, I'll watch a special for like a couple of jokes, but I get what's going on here.
I'm more curious how you fell asleep on acid, because I've never
too.
done acid, but from what I understand, it is next to impossible to fall asleep on acid.
I can fall asleep on anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess especially with the time change.
I did coke in LA once and I took a nap right after. Literally, people were like, "What's wrong with her? Is she okay?"
Is she
And I was
dying?
like, I'm tired. I can always sleep.
Well, I guess that answers that then. But that's did you wake up still tripping?
Yeah, like I would wake up like every 10 minutes tripping. Then I'd watch the screen. I'd look at Harrington. I mostly enjoyed watching Harrington enjoy the movie.
Oh, you went with these guys.
I went in Harrington and Lewis and who else went?
Notorious FAG, Mike Cannon.
Mike Cannon, yes. And Mike Cannon came with us. And then yeah, I mostly enjoyed watching people's reactions.
Okay. Well,
'Cause-
I guess you were sleeping through a lot of it.
I hate when everyone claps. Yeah.
Oh, see, that's why I can't go to the movies anymore, though, because people ruin it for me. The last movie I saw was The Ring.
Wow, you haven't been in a while.
No. It's the second one. The second one.
Yeah, it's still Rick.
Yeah, I guess that doesn't really help.
Yeah, it's still.
But that's
so
why I don't
old.
go anymore, because I'm so over people. It's not an interactive thing going to the movies. It shouldn't be. And I went, and it was the worst experience. I didn't want to go in the first place.
I like the movies where, me and Lewis went to a movie theater once where like they had waiters.
Yeah,
and, like, they had recliner
the lazy
chairs that,
boys,
like, laid back.
and they bring you dinner and
Oh
shit.
God, they bring you dinner and alcohol.
The iPick.
Yes, I mean that's what I want to experience
Yeah.
when I go to the movies. The
Right.
other shit is for the birds. I'm
Yeah.
out.
Well, there was like groups of kids Snapchatting. There was literally flashes going off in the theater of people taking pictures. And of
I
course,
watched someone film the whole movie. The Avengers. Did you see that guy in front of us?
Yeah.
He filmed the whole movie.
Like 3 rows up. He was great.
Yeah.
it's a scary, what we went to see was a scary movie. So, of course, you got the one asshole who every time the music starts getting really suspenseful and something's about to happen, he goes, ah! And like purposely tries to scare everyone in the theater.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude, shut up. Like, you ruin the experience for everyone. And I'm like, I'm never going back again.
One of my favorite moments was in college. We were going to watch, I think, The Hangover, and we all brought like beer with us, and we were trying to. It was like probably 7 or 8 of us, and it was like premiere night, and the movie was packed. Everybody was watching the movie, and we tried to wait for a quiet part to pop open. It was a can of beer, and so like we counted to 3 at this loud part, but on 3 it got silent. So you heard like 8 beers, like yeah, and the whole theater laughed. It was a really good moment because nobody was annoyed by it. It was just like funny to
that
hear
actually
like,
is
a
pretty
bunch
funny.
of people open beer at the same time.
Yeah, that actually is funny. And that's another thing that, I
I got to go to a movie premiere recently, and the director it was like before, it wasn't even the premiere, it was before the movie came out. The director like bought out the movie theater for the night so his friends could come see it. I don't even remember what it was, but they let us smoke a blunt in the theater.
Oh.
And
Well, I guess he didn't buy it out if you were there, unless you were invited?
Yeah.
Oh, you were invited. Okay.
Yeah, bitch.
No, I thought you just snuck in or something.
Unless
With
you were
your
like,
beer, you were cracking
unless somebody
beers?
wanted you there, that'd be weird.
Well, you failed to mention that part.
Well, yeah.
So that was new.
Yeah.
That's one thing I haven't run into
Smoke
yet.
a blunt.
Yeah, smoking in there. I mean, I feel like that just comes with the territory with you. Like,
Yeah.
of course. Did you smoke last night?
Every
at
time I
Adventures?
smoke weed, like even before my taping, like I was like kept smoking weed in San Antonio illegally, and I was like, I could get arrested. Like I kept every time I smoked a blunt illegally, I was like, could I tell the cop like, hey, I'm filming for TV, can you arrest me tomorrow? Like, would that work? But then, you know, whatever.
That's Texas, man. They don't fuck around down there.
Yeah.
Unless you're in Austin, I feel like that's different.
Yeah, Austin.
You
yeah.
get away with whatever in Austin. It's like the one blip in Texas that it's
Totally
different.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to this clip of the week real quick, and
Cool.
we're flying along now.
Next up, Subway Creatures Clip of the Week.
Kim, we've had something similar to this before on the show. This is a very awkward makeout on the train.
Oh, okay.
And these never get old.
I love it.
Guys, can we play this real quick?
No. I think it's
If she didn't move her hand, you would have almost thought it was a photo.
How could they do that for so long?
I don't know.
Are they just attached at their lips and not moving?
Yeah, no one's moving.
They're not even suckling.
No, there's nothing.
They're not even
There's
suckling.
There's nothing to
Alex.
that. They might be sleeping. Both of them might be sleeping. Can we play it one more time? As awkward as that was? Yeah. There's just nothing happening.
That looks like a meth kiss. I respect it. I kind of think it's cute.
You think that's cute?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Those will never get old. I'm sorry.
I'm into that.
You're into that? Is
I'm
that
into it. I think it's cute. Yeah. They're not like slobbering. They're just being weird.
actually that would have been even better if they were just full blown like eating each other's faces.
It's weird seeing people kiss. You ever see people make out and they're like both their mouths are open, like it looks like their mouths are open, but it looks like they're just going like this with their tongues?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which is like, is that the way to kiss? Like maybe I've never kissed right before. I assume you do a sort of suckle, Alex, with a little tongue, like you go in and out.
The
like
tongues kind of just play around with each other a little
sort
bit.
of, yeah.
Get the camera on you and do that again.
Just a little, they play around with
I'm
each
like,
other.
I'm thinking like this. What do you think this? Like this.
Something,
like, okay,
is the middle one the tongue? And
These
you
are,
have
okay, wait, hold on. Let me tell you what everything is. So the middle fingers are the top lip. The thumb is the bottom lip. This one's the tongue. So they kiss, and I figure like that. It's like that.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Thank you. I like the way you're doing.
Why don't you guys fucking make
what's
out
up,
right now?
Alex?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, look at Harrington. He got real excited all of a sudden.
All right.
Rick,
Our
I'm
fucking producer
thinking about your numbers. I'm doing the producer thing here.
Our producer just blew a load. Great.
Yeah. All right. We have now come to shameless plugging, which we've kind of done a little bit of anyway.
yeah.
But Kim, get us started for this.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram at Kim Congdon. Check out I did this before. That was really smooth, you guys.
Sorry, that was my bad.
Check out my new web series, Stone Science, where I get comedians high and we do a science fair project. YouTube.com/Stone Science or on the Gas Digital Network. Alex was our producer. Harrington helped us out. It was really fucking dope.
Fuck yeah.
What else? Oh yeah, broad topics. Oh my god, I just had a stroke.
I probably could have helped you.
Yeah, thank you, Alex. I do it with Alex Garlotta.
I think everyone fell asleep for about 5 seconds there. Everyone in the
Did
studio.
we all just die for a second?
Everyone,
I'm sure she has another project. I don't know.
I do another podcast with Alex Garlotta. It's super funny. It's called Broad Topics, Topics with an X. You can find that on Google Play, iTunes, YouTube, anywhere you find podcasts. Check it out. It's really funny.
And you'll let us know about HBO Latino.
I will let you know about HBO Latino when I find out.
Looking forward to that. Obviously, I say this every week. Subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, YouTube, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher. Check out our new Instagram page, Subway Creatures Pod. On again, that's Instagram. We're going to show highlights, some bonus content on there that you won't find on the main account. You can get a 14-day free trial period using promo code Subway on gasdigitalnetwork.com. We always say you not only get this show, you get every other show on the network, including our not safe for work bonus content that we're going to shoot actually right after this for this week's, which is really good stuff. But that is part of the bonus that comes with having one of those premium accounts. So again, that's using promo code Subway on gasdigitalnetwork.com. I just want to thank everyone in our live audience for coming this week. Kimmy, as always, thank you. And you guys in the studio, thank you for filling in. This isn't usually your job, and you guys stepped up to the plate tonight, so I really appreciate it.
And you did really well. Oh, well. She fucked up the thank you. I said you did really well, and she couldn't turn the mic on to say thank you.
Goddamn minute in the home stretch.
Fuck it.
Don't worry, people tune out by now anyway. No, it was awesome. I'm sure we're gonna use you guys again because I'm sure this isn't the last time Nate and Bobby are gonna be gone. So
use me whenever you like.
I look forward to it. You guys, again, this was awesome. So thank you. And we will check everyone else next week. Until then, see ya.
Bye. Let's go straight into the bonus clips.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're just gonna do the bonus content.